dear friends, so welcome to this third tutorial in the series of Kdenlive tutorials. What we are going to explore today is how to work with the timeline, how to work with the medias, how to bring the medias in the project bin, and then we will try to make a little slideshow here today. So that will give you a practical idea that how to work with the effects and how to work with the transitions and how to make the duration of the video and all that, right? So let's jump into it right away and we'll just start working on it. So I'm working on Linux, so some of the windows and the themes and the colors which you see might be different, but ultimately what I'm going to explain to you, it works on Windows and Mac OS as well. So if you want to bring your medias here, all you do is you open your file browser. So this is my file browser. And I'm using Nautilus. So Nautilus has this kind of interface. So I am just going to drag and drop 3 of my pictures here in the project bin, and it's now there. So you see this as I click on the particular picture, it shows in a preview window here. So this is how the you can bring in the your media files. It cannot be just pictures, it can be your audio files, it can be your video files as well. Now once you have your files here in the project bin, all you can do is you can just drag and drop. So I drag this onto the timeline, and on the timeline, when it is on the timeline, it shows here in the preview as well. The one thing which you note here is when I click on here, okay, there are 2 things here, clip monitor and project monitor. So what project monitor is, when I click on here in my timeline, it shows as a project monitor. But if I click here, it goes to the clip monitor. So when I select the media here, it shows me the preview here, which is a clip, but this is your project. This is your entire video and not just one clip. So wherever your cursor is and in the timeline, whatever the media which is available under the cursor, it will show here. So if I put my cursor over here, there is nothing available here, and so it shows black. If I put my cursor here, it shows this clip. Okay, so that's how the timeline works. Timeline also shows you the seconds here. So if you see, as I move my cursor, you see this number, it will change. So it shows that up to here it's 1 minute and 2 seconds. Okay, and as you go further, your number changes. So that gives you the indication that how long your video would be. So now these are the 2 pictures. What I want to do is I want to create a slideshow, as I told you, very minimal, very basic. These 3 pictures, so I'll bring my 3rd picture also here, and now I have my 3 pictures here. So if I play this, see how it looks. So if you notice, from one picture to other picture, there was a sharp cut and it just moved to the other picture. Usually the slideshow does not look good like that. So what you need to do is you need to have a smooth transition from the previous picture to the next picture in the slideshow. To achieve that, what we need to do is, you see this here, there are 2 video tracks, and we can have more video tracks as we go in further, but 2 is enough for us, for our purpose. So I'll lift this to the 2nd video track here, and what I will do is I will make a little bit of overlap here and if you want to zoom this timeline, all you can do is press the control button and then mouse will upward and it will zoom. So now that does not mean that your video length has gone up, but the thing is now more zoomed. So as I said, I will just create a little bit of overlap between these 2 clips. So for this overlap, it will transition from one to other, and we'll have to put the transition effect also. So I right click on that, add transition, and I'll select dissolve. So now you see there is a transition which has been added between these 2 clips for that overlapping portion. And if you now play this from here, yeah, so did you see that? There was a nice transition from one picture to the other picture, and we can do that same here too. So if we go here and say add transition dissolve, and if you put your cursor over here and play that, you saw that transition. So that's how you can, smoothly transition between from one picture to the other. There are so many transitions which are available, and but just to keep the things simple, as I mentioned, I mean, just to have a learning curve from slowly going up. We'll not go into the very complex transitions for now, but this is the best one, and probably most of the people use that. I also use that mostly when I create the slideshows. But this is how you can do the transition. The other thing which important is, whenever you have any kind of slideshow or the opening of the video, it does not start directly from the picture or the scene. It fades from black to that particular scene. So if you see here, if I start this video, it starts from that picture. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't look good. So what you can do is you can fade in from black, and to do that, if you put your cursor over here at the left top corner, and if you read that little message which it says drag to add or resize the fade effect. So drag it, and if you see that it creates a little triangle there. The triangle shows that for that period, it will turn from complete black into this picture. So now if I put my cursor over here, you see at the beginning it's completely black. And if I play, from black, it will transition into the picture. That's how it is. I think you saw that. Same thing we can do at the end also, at the end of the video. It doesn't have to stop abruptly. It will look like, a sharp cut, and will not make like a proper end. So same thing which you can do here. We go to the right top corner and drag this. So now this will fade into black, and if you see, that's how it is. So this is how you can make the the transition and the beginning and the end of the video. Now there are so many other things which we can, we will have to go over that, and we'll go over that, which is like complex, and we'll go into the advanced features. But just to keep the video small, and also for you to digest the things and practice the things, I'll keep this video short, and we will just stop it here. But stay tuned, and we will go over the more advanced stuff, and the transition effects and a lot of other things like the video clips and audio video sync and all those things. We'll go over that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can leave your comments if you liked it, if you want me to cover certain features or certain effects. You can let me know, and I'll try my best to come up with that kind of videos as well. Okay, so stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.